So in this video, I'll be talking about starting a clothing boutique from scratch. So you just thought, okay, I like clothing. I just want to start a clothing boutique. This is the video for you. Let's get into it. My first tip is try out different styles. So for me, it took me 9 months, I think, because I remember I wanted to start my clothing boutique in January. It's December now. So from January till like September, only in September I realized, oh, I want to try and do more of this, or I know that my customers like this type of thing. So basically what I'm trying to say is it took me 9 months to actually narrow down what I want my brand to be about. So that's what I'm trying to say. Always try out different things, because I mean, you are starting, you just started your clothing boutique. You don't know exactly what your customer wants, you don't know who your target audience is. So I would suggest first starting with trying out different styles. So you maybe buy like five items of different styles of clothing, and then see what catches the eye of your customer the most, and then you continue to buy that type of clothing. I do want to say, don't be scared. I know that other coaches or boutique owners say, oh, you need to have a clear target audience, all of that. But for me, it didn't work out like that. I didn't know who my target audience was. I just wanted to sell clothing. So I tried out different types of styles. I tried out pants, I tried out dresses, I tried out everything. And then I realized, oh, my customers actually like this type of style of clothing. And I said, you know what? I just went full in on that. And anyway, for example, look at Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton started out by just making random boxes. He didn't know who he was making boxes for. He was just making boxes. And then some random queen, I don't know the full story, but some random queen called him to her place or whatever, and then she was like, make me a suitcase. Next thing you know, she's telling all her bougie friends about Louis Vuitton. Now Louis Vuitton only caters to like exclusive customers and things like that. So he didn't even know what his target market was until, you know, it was shown to him. So that's why I say try out everything, talk to everyone. You don't know until you know. So my second tip is your logo and your brand name. I feel like you shouldn't stress yourself about those type of things, like your brand name. I mean, whatever comes to you, or whatever you feel like you want to call your brand, that's also fine. I just feel like don't take a month to figure out what your brand name is going to be. I mean, unless you're obviously Kanye West. Kanye West is a big name. Of course, he had to come with the fire in the beginning, but like you, no one knows you. You're starting from scratch. So I feel like, you know, it's not that deep. And anyway, if you fail, because 80% of companies fail in the first year or so, even if you fail, you know, in that first year, then, you know, you won't have to take that name on when you start over again. Also with the logos, don't pay people to make your logo. Just go to Canva, pull together a quick logo. That's what I did, and I feel like my logo works. Like, it's simple. For me, I feel like making a simple logo, for example, like Woolworths, like, you know, the black box that has the W, like, I love that type of logos. I feel like those logos, they stick with the customer longer. So you don't want a logo that is like crazy, and then, you know, the customer doesn't remember what it was. But I mean, you can make it crazy, and then, you know, it's very unique, and then that's what the customer remembers. But I don't know, for my personal opinion or preference, I prefer like a simple logo that has like one letter in the logo, things like that. I really prefer those type of logos, or I would suggest going with that type of logo, because you want your customer to remember. So especially when you're marketing, they'll see a logo and then they'll forget, right? But then if they see it again, they're like, oh yes, I've seen this somewhere. My third tip, or my third topic, would be the platform that you want to host your store. So by platform, I mean like websites, or just somewhere where customers can go and purchase the item. My thing is, right, hear me out. I know everyone says, you need a website, you need to make a website, blah blah blah. I suggest you start on social media. So you use Instagram, you use your Facebook pages. I suggest starting there, because you don't want to pay how much. Because, for example, I use Shopify, right, as a website. So Shopify creates your website for you. It's so simple, like it's so great, right? But you have to pay a monthly fee. I'm not sure how much it is, but I will post it up here. I'll put like a screenshot of how much it costs. I think it's $49. I don't know how much is that if you convert it. But yeah, my thing is, if you haven't established your target audience, you haven't established what do you want to sell. Do you want to sell to men? Do you want to sell to women? If you haven't established that yet, I would suggest starting on social media, starting on Instagram or your Facebook pages, and using those platforms as your selling point or your selling host or platform. So topic number 4 is suppliers. Okay, my thing is, okay, if you want to do reselling, I would suggest Alibaba. But if you want to do unique fashion, you want to cater to high-end customer, things like that, then you can look locally. But if you want cheap garments, want to resell clothing for now, especially for now, if you're just starting and you don't know what your customer wants, you don't know what your customer likes, things like that, I would suggest going to Alibaba. So with Alibaba, I feel like there's so many options on Alibaba. The suppliers are so nice, and I personally haven't experienced any problem. I mean, I have experienced one problem where the supplier sent it to the wrong address, but it was sorted out. They gave me a refund, like everything was sorted out. I do know AliExpress also is a good place to start, but I feel like AliExpress is more for drop shipping. No, if you want to start a business, you need to start buying bulk, right? Buying in bulk is cheaper, and the best place to buy bulk is from Alibaba. In this video, I'm not going to go into detail about Alibaba. If you do want to get like more detail about Alibaba, my previous video, I think it's called How to Make Easy Money. On that video, I go into detail about Alibaba. I show you how Alibaba works. So my fifth topic, or my fifth point, is a freight forwarder. So you need a freight forwarder to transfer your items or your garments from China to South Africa. My freight forwarder that I use is Buffalo. I'm very happy with using Buffalo. I feel like Buffalo's prices are reasonable. I mean, they're still a bit high, but it's coming from China. So for me, it's reasonable. They are very helpful. Okay, sometimes sometimes they're very helpful. But I feel like I haven't had a bad experience with Buffalo yet. I do suggest Buffalo as a freight forwarder. But if you want more detail about Buffalo or how it works, I do also talk about Buffalo in my previous video. Okay, so the sixth topic, or the sixth step that you need to consider, is a courier. So a courier is obviously, once you get your items in bulk, they come to your house or they come to your office or wherever, right? Now you need to send it out to your customers in South Africa. So the courier company that I use is Fastway. I'm very happy with Fastway. I feel like their prices are very reasonable compared to, like, if you want to send it through the post office. I would suggest using Fastway. I know there's FedEx, I know there's a lot of other couriers to use. I use Fastway. It's up to you. Do your research and see which one you choose. But I do know with Fastway you can buy like a pack of envelopes. I think there's 20. Yeah, there's 20 in there, and it's very affordable. What is nice about Fastway, they literally come to you or to wherever your office is. They come to you, they collect the item, and then they deliver the item to the customer or whoever. So that's the part that I really like, because I mean, I don't want to go to the Fastway's headquarters, and give in the parcel. So the last topic that I want to touch on is marketing. So in the beginning of my journey as a business owner, right, I started by first doing Facebook and Instagram ads. Let me first tell you that Instagram and Facebook ads are not marketing. Marketing is the picture, it's the video that you post, it's the message that you portray in the post. Facebook and Instagram ads are just a means to show your marketing to more people, because I mean, you can post all you want, you can post all you want, you can write description all you want, but the only people that are going to see the post is the people that are already following you. But now, if you don't have any followers, no one knows about your company, about your business, you need to get your name out there. So the best way is to use Instagram and Facebook ads. I don't want to go into detail about Facebook and Instagram ads. Basically, you're paying the platform to broadcast your post to more people. That's basically it. If you want me to make a video on how it works, if you want me to make a video on that, just comment below. So those are the options that I used, or those are the methods that I used to get more eyes on my page. The third option that I used, or the actual marketing that I did, was influencer marketing. So I gave my clothes to influencers. I asked the influencers, actually I didn't ask them anything, I just gave them the clothes. I said, do what you want to do with it. I just assumed that sometimes you just want to make a post as an influencer, sometimes you just want to make a random post. So I just assumed maybe they'll be like, okay, let me just put on this pants just for a random post, just to make content. So that was my mission. But if you do want to actually use Instagram influencers, I do not suggest just giving them your clothing. You have to ask them for their rates. Don't play the influencers, please don't do that. Ask them their rates, and then pay them how much it costs to post on their Instagram page. And then also give them products if you really want them to really put effort and heart into promoting your company. And I will say, influencer marketing, it works. Okay. For me, it created more of a trust in my brand, so it helped my customers trust more into my brand.